Hi, I'm Cindy and it's Saturday with Cindy again. How's everybody doing? Welcome to all those who are here for the first time, and I want to mention something very quickly, and that is this is number 35. There are 34 other Saturdays with Cindy, and what I do is I ask you, the viewer, if there's anything you would like me to talk about. So I've talked about diet, I've talked about growing out silver hair, I've given makeup tips, I've shared my dreams, my hopes, my visions for women in a pro-age revolution. The subjects are many. So if it so inclines you, take a look at all the past Saturdays with Cindy, and maybe I've already answered some questions you have and discussed some topics that you're interested in. Once you've done that, take your time and just go for the ones that interest you. Then let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about. So that goes for all my regular viewers and all my new viewers. This has been so much fun. And again, I don't want to do this unless you're interested. So let me know. So what I thought I'd do today is just kind of do a smattering. I've got a few different topics here listed and questions that you've asked. And so I thought I would maybe just cover some of those today. So, and I want to mention the last Saturday with Cindy that I did with Bruce, my fiance. I want you all to know we had so much fun and it was completely unplanned. He had said to me that he had an idea for one, and I just made him do it right then and there, and I thought it was going to be a practice recording, and then we'd get all ready and get the lighting correct and everything. So pardon the sniffles, pardon the bad lighting. We just did it and then thought, what the heck? Let's just post it as is and see how people like it. And it was really fun getting your responses. And in fact, he got so many wins from you with that I think he's coming back. And that will be in the future. Okay, so the other thing is extensions. Many of you have asked me about my hair extensions. And yes, I have them. And they've been wonderful. Do they damage my hair? Yes. Do they damage my hair as badly as other types of extensions? No. They're individual pieces that are put in my hair with little links, little metal links. So there's a little metal piece, some of the hair is brought through, a piece, an extension with a bunch of hair in it is put in there, and then it's clamped shut. And then after it grows away from my scalp far enough, takes about 2.5, 3 months, then that little tube is opened up very gently. The hair is slipped out, and then the little bit of glue that holds the extension hair together kind of hangs onto my hair a little bit. That has to be broken down with a little bit of oil and a whole bunch of hair conditioner. And then all of that's out, and my little fine baby hair is left, and then new extensions are put in. The color matches my natural hair exactly. And they're custom made and they're very expensive. It costs me between $400 and $600 to have this hair made, but it can be used 2 or 3 times, so that's a good thing. And I can write it off because I'm a model, and so whatever I do for my hair is an expense for my job. And then the installation is $600, so it is a huge investment. Luckily, it's really the only investment I have as a model. So I can write it off. That's a good thing. So when I stop modeling entirely, one day you're going to see me with my fine little baby hair. And it's probably going to be really short like that too, because it does get a little broken. I wonder if I can actually show you the extension. How they go in there. All right, enough. I feel so naked. Let's go on to the next subject. Memory. I've been asked quite a few times about getting older and losing memory. I am not a doctor. I am not a scientist. I can only share what I've experienced. Do I remember things as clearly and as often as I did when I was younger? I would say I remember things in a different way. I remember the mood, the feeling, the specific details. I'll want to remember an actor's name or something, and I can honestly say I don't think that part of my brain responds as quickly and as efficiently as it did in my past. However, I know people who are my age who have a better memory than when they were younger. So I'm not sure it always has to do with age. One of my theories around that, and this is just my own theory, is that, well, we know our brains are like a computer. In fact, our brains created computers. So the whole concept of a computer is in there, including our brain being a computer itself. So your computer that you're looking at now has a memory yield, so many gigabytes. And then you have to download what's in there to make more room for more stuff. So I've lived 62 years. I've taken in a tremendous amount of information. So what I think I've done, if I've hit my maximum capacity, is I've downloaded a bunch of information so I would have room for new stuff. And I really didn't need that information that I downloaded. I mean, what does it take to get an actor's name? I just go to IMDb, look it up, or describe it to somebody, and I've got the name again. So I haven't found it to be a problem unless I have that kind of thought for a second, like, oh my God, an onset of Alzheimer's, which would be sad. I wouldn't really want to have that experience. So there are moments where I think, oh God, could it happen? Will it happen? We shall see. So that's my point of view on memory. So I would love to hear more questions from you, more subjects you'd like me to speak on. Going through menopause, thin eyelashes. Whew. I just keep trusting Mother Nature. My eyelashes are definitely not as thick and long as they were when I was younger. Today I have a little mascara on, which enhances them to look longer and thicker than they are. And as you know from a couple weeks ago, the Going Naked Saturday with Cindy, I had no makeup on at all, and I told you that I will purposely not wear it at all for a week or two, so I start to appreciate my face as it is. Eyelash enhancers. Other than mascara, they have these new things coming out that have come out. I don't even know the name of them, where you paint it into the base of your eyelashes and it does something to the root and forces your eyelashes to get really long and thick. I know someone that did it. It actually was so extreme it looked funny, and it had me just keep noticing her eyelashes every time I talked to her and not really pay attention to what she was saying, just as if she had had fake eyelashes on. So and then she stopped using it because her eyelashes fell out. Whew. I mean, to do something like that to your body and then have something that extreme happen. Afterwards, I would never put a chemical like that near my eyeball. So if you're looking to have longer, thicker lashes, just try individual fake lashes if that's what you want to do. But my true suggestion is just learn to love your thinner, shorter eyelashes. You're probably the only one that really notices or cares. All right. I don't know what I want to do next. Back in the dating world. Not knowing what you want to do next. Okay, first off, if you have that as an exciting feeling, like, wow, what am I going to do next? It can be scary, but scary actually is the sensation of being thrilled. It's a sensation of excitement. It's not a bad thing. And let yourself experience that completely, because it won't stay. Change is inevitable. Change will always happen. So just keep feeling that, and then it'll go into maybe a sense of curiosity and exploration. That will then take you into another stage of searching the internet, maybe getting together with somebody that helps you find your next vocation, to discover your next passion. We went to school to find out that stuff. Maybe take some courses, dabble into some things that you've never done before. On a whim, just on a whim. Trust your curiosity. Trust your natural attraction. It might be snooping around another country or another state or another town. It might be, it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be huge. You don't have to go get a degree, after 4 years of college courses. You can just take little baby steps. Maybe you get the idea. I won't go into it any further, but I think you get the idea. Trust your curiosity and trust that change is inevitable. It will always happen. So you will find your next step. And as far as the dating game, depending upon how old you are or how young you are, I have found that the word dating conjures up so much stuff that is so archaic. All it really means is meeting somebody new and setting aside time to get to know them better. That's all dating is. And allowing them to get to know you a little better. And I believe in cutting to the chase, which is telling the truth from the get-go. If you create mystery to seem more attractive, if you're trying to catch somebody, that's not really the game of truly getting to know someone and having them get to know you. Which is going to happen at some point anyway. So why not just start there? There's always something more to find out about someone else, and there's always something more to share about yourself with them. So just be yourself, relax, let them know that this is just a time that you set aside to get to know them and to share yourself with them. Dating. Okay, that's my point of view anyway. This is all just my point of view, so I know you all have yours too. So, that's good. Sex. Who is having it? Who wants it? Who isn't? And why? Seriously, I want to know what's in store for me. Wow. Sex. Who's having it? Who isn't and why? Wow. You're going to have to take a survey and ask a lot of people, read a lot of journals about sexual activity, preferences, etc. As for me and what I've observed in the people I've shared with and asked questions to, there are so many different appetites out there, so many different styles. The people who are having it are the people that are interested. The people who are not having it might fit a wider category. fit into a wider category. Why don't we do things? Because we've already done them and we're not interested anymore? Because we don't like it? Because it brings up fear? We feel inadequate? We forgot why we did it in the first place? So those are all very deep questions that you have to ask yourself if you're looking into the future of your sexual and sensual life. What's in it for you? Why bother? Who's having that experience and really feeling good about it? Maybe you can glean something from them. And are you feeling like that you should participate in something because of social pressure? Bottom line, if it ain't attractive and it doesn't look like it's a pleasurable experience, then maybe that's not the direction you want to go. And maybe you can change your point of view so it does look like a pleasurable experience. Experiment, learn, share, talk, open up your mind, open up your heart. You don't have to open up your body until you know that it is a safe and trustworthy situation. So that's what I have to say about that. All right, what kind of time we got going here? Solitude and loneliness. With the recent hurricane, I became very aware of the lack of community in my life, which is in large part my own doing. Please share some thoughts on how to ease into capturing that for someone else like me that spends a lot of time in solitude. Okay, so she's looking for community. And it's beautiful that she's taken full responsibility, that in a large part it was her own doing, losing that community, and that the hurricane made her aware of that. Beautiful. Along with the hurricane, I received another big wake-up call by getting, a skin virus and having to stay home. Need to change my priorities and reduce stress, and connecting will play a positive role in that. So basically, she's done all the work. She's admitted how she's set up her life. She's noticed what she really wants, which is community more than solitude. And she sees that the stress of that experience caused a skin virus, and that she needs to change her priorities, reduce stress, and connecting will play a positive role in that. Well, she said it all. What is there to say? That's fantastic. Community. We are tribal creatures. We are herding creatures. We need each other. Now, I spoke about group living a few weeks ago. I chose to live in a commune. I thought it was amazing. You don't always have to stick with what you try. You can just give it a try. Test it out. See how it feels. Community. I mean, I live near New York City. New York City is one of the biggest, most populated communities there are in the world. It can be a more intimate community, or it can be a community where you have more autonomy. It's your choice. And the beauty is there's plenty of people on the planet to experiment with. Clubs, church communities, neighborhood communities, girlfriend communities. You can have it any way you want it. So start custom designing your own. And don't be afraid of other people. They're just like you. They may not always show it. They may not always admit it. But we're much more alike than we are different. All right, guys, ladies, whoever's out there listening, thank you. And I'll be back next Saturday. Love to hear from you.